Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to this session brought to you by Unacademy. Okay, so today we are going to the another lesson from art and culture. Okay, art and culture very important for all the examination, especially for UPSC prelims and both prelims and mains. Okay, so today we will be looking into a specific section called classical dances of India. Okay, classical dances. So there are we will look into how many classical dances are there, which all agencies or which all government departments uh, declare a particular dance as a classical dance, and all those things. Okay, we will be looking into each one of them in very detail. So if you attend today's class, you don't have to attend anything on or read anything on classical dances again, because UPSC has previously asked to identify which among the following are classical dances, then which classical dance belongs to which state. Okay, similarly they give a paragraph about classical dances and ask you to identify which is the classical dance. So you need to know some features of each of these dances, and I have added in most of the features here, so it is a bit lengthy, but if you know them, you don't have to read anything else. Okay, you are sure to get this answer. So yeah, that's it. So before we start, let me tell you something about Unacademy. Unacademy is India's largest learning platform. Okay, and Unacademy offers you a lot of courses, daily live classes where you can engage with the educator, ask questions, clear your doubts, and all that. You can attend live tests and quizzes, whereby you can have a better confidence during your examination. You have structured courses where the entire syllabus of the exam is covered. Okay, whatever exam it is, not just UPSC. Okay, also unlimited access to lots of resources and videos. Okay, and how to get all these? Simply download the Unacademy learning app. Go to Google Play or App Store and download this Unacademy learning app, and that's it. Just register in and you can start learning. Alright, so about me, I am Madhav Sankar R Warrier. Okay, I have conducted multiple sessions before on various topics for the past 5 years. Okay, I'm a former banker as well. So if you need to contact me or ask me any doubts, you can do that in this WhatsApp number. I will be checking it. Alright, and all my PDFs or all those lessons will be available at my Telegram channel here. Okay, and my updates about the classes, the quizzes I conduct, everything will be available in this Telegram channel. So please do subscribe. And this is my Unacademy link where I take special sessions daily. It's also free, so please look into this. Go to this website and click follow so that you will get all the updates from my classes. Okay, so these are the top educators from that Unacademy offers you, very reputed all India level teachers, educators. Okay, so you can be in their classes and interact with them all with Unacademy. This is what UPSC series of Unacademy offers you. We have a wide variety of subjects including your optional courses. Okay, answer writing practice, NCERT summary, all these are available in the UPSC subscription. So do get a subscription if you already do not have one. Okay, highly recommended. And these are the various subscription packages for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. Okay, Unacademy offers you two kinds of subscriptions, which are there, plus and iconic. So if you are going for plus, 1 year or 2 year, and 1 year subscription rate is 44,000 reduced to 39,600 if you use my code MSRW1. 2 years also 10% reduction using my code to 57,600. And other one is the iconic course, very new, very special. Why? Because a personal coach will be assigned to you. Somebody, a guide, a mentor will be there throughout your preparation of that exam. So it will be a one-on-one kind of scenario, teaching scenario. Okay, he or she will be there throughout your exam preparation scenario. Daily and mains answer writing practice, study planner, personalized feedback, all these are available, not as a broadcast or a one-to-many, but as a one-to-one level. Okay, and the packages are again for 1 year and 2 years. If you are taking exam in 2021, choose the 1 year plan. In 2022 or later, choose the 24-month plan. Okay, and these are the rates. Again, 10% discount is available if you use my code MSRW1. Okay, and this is a peep into my Unacademy channel where I have already conducted some sessions and quizzes. So please do look into it. You use this link, hit the follow button, and you will be reminded of all my sessions. So that's it. We are coming to classical dances of India. Okay, so we will start right away. Let me just get this in my phone here so that I can chat with you. Okay, you can ask your queries and I can answer you in live time. All right. So we are going to start the class regarding classical dances of India. So that's it. Classical dances of India. So whenever you learn about this, you have to learn about the following things. What are they? One, you need to know which state is that dance form associated with. Certain dance forms does not have a particular state, it is a region, say entire North India or something like that. That's alright, but some of the dances are attributed to a particular state. So need to study which state. 2. Features of the dance. So certain dance forms have certain kind of features that distinguish it from others. So you need to know what are that features, so that if that features are given, you will be able to identify the dance form. Okay. 3. The government departments or agencies that actually promulgates these classical dances of India. That is a one-word answer that I will be telling you right away. Okay. So classical dances in India are of 8 in number. Okay, there are 8 classical dances in India, and these are declared. The particular dance is declared as a classical dance by the premier agency, Sangeeta Natak Academy. Okay, Sangeet Natak Academy. So this is a dance as well as drama. So theatre and dance forms are controlled by the apex agency, Sangeet Natak Academy. It offers fellowship and various other kinds of things. Okay, just remember the name of this. So as per Sangeet Natak Academy list, India has 8 classical dances. Get it? But as per the Ministry of Culture, okay, they also declares some dances as classical dances. As per the Ministry of Culture, India has 9 classical dances. Okay, 9 classical dances. So what is the additional one? Actually these are same. Okay, all these 8 are within this 9 and plus 1, which is the Chahu dance. Chahu has been identified as a classical dance by Ministry of Culture, but it has not been identified as a classical dance by Sangeet Natak Academy. Get it? So remember these points, and now we will start looking at one by one. Okay. Bharatanatyam, Tamil Nadu. Okay, so the first one is Bharatanatyam. The state is Tamil Nadu. Remember the state, it is very important. It is the classical dance of the southern state of Tamil Nadu. Abhinaya Darpana by Nandigeshwara. This is the kind of the Bible of Bharatanatyam. Okay, or a lot of important things are referred in this particular book. Abhinaya Darpana by Nandigeshwara is about the dance form Bharatanatyam. Okay, so here you can look at the image as well, so that you will get an overall idea of the costume or headgear and all those things. Okay, that because you can answer a lot of questions based on the figure if you know the figure. Okay, so do look into it as well. That's why I have added figures in all these dances. 3 important features of Bharatanatyam are Nritta, Natya and Nritya. Okay, so every dance form has lots of steps and all that, and abhinaya, or facial expressions, all those. So Bharatanatyam also have these 3 important features: Nritta, Nritya and Natya. These 3 together form Bharatanatyam. Okay, Bharatanatyam dance is known as Ekaharya. So what is Ekaharya? Ekaharya means solo dance. So if you see a Bharatanatyam dance, you will never see multiple people doing a particular dance. I mean, yes, there are choreographies where more people come into the stage, but it is mostly Bharatanatyam dance is mostly Ekahariya, or it is a solo dance only. Get it? So this dance form is performed by both men and women. So certain dance forms are associated with men only. Some are associated with women only. For example, the famous Tiruvadira. Okay, this is a famous dance form in Kerala. This is performed only by women. Men are not there. Okay, so there are some dances performed by men, some by women, some as solo, some as group. So you have to know all these things. Okay, the music used is Carnatic classical music. So this is a no-brainer. If you know that it is the state dance of Tamil Nadu, then you will know that Carnatic music only is used, not Hindustani. Okay, Carnatic music accompanied by instruments like flute, violin, mridangam. Okay, mridangam, you know that percussion instrument, and there are generally two vocalists in Bharatanatyam. One is the person who sings the song. So always the dance accompanies with a song, right? So whoever sings the song, that is the first vocalist, and there is another vocalist called Nattuvangam. Okay, that is performed usually by the guru of that dancer. Nattuvangam means there is a rhythmic pattern. Okay, so some jatis and all that. Okay, that is called Nattuvangam. So there are two vocalists followed by these instruments. Okay, and the song is set in Carnatic classical music. Get it? Some more features. Gestures of Bharatanatyam are hastas and mudras. You may have seen in the internet there are lots of mudras in Bharatanatyam. In this image as well, you can see, right? The artist is using a particular mudra to describe something. Okay, so that these kinds of hand gestures are called hastas or mudras. Okay, dance also includes many asanas found in yoga. Okay, so when UPSC asks you this question, they can say that this dance form has this particular dance form has various postures in yoga. Identify the dance form, and some more other clues will be given. But this is one possible way of asking this question. So this is also a particular feature of Bharatanatyam. Okay, poses of Bharatanatyam are called Karanas. Okay, another, these are, I know this is a bit dry topic, but because these are all just points. Okay, it is not a connected story or anything, not a series as such. Okay, so just identify these points and try to remember them. Okay, traditional Bharatanatyam recital involves a series of presentation, and the whole set is called a margam. So the whole set of Bharatanatyam presentation is known as margam. Not that much important, but good to know. The dance involves transitional movements of the leg, hip and arm, expressive eye movements and gestures used to convey emotion. So this is something common for almost all the dance forms, with slight differences. Okay, Bharatanatyam uses all these forms and expressions in order to convey the emotions presented by the artist. 7 main parts of Bharatanatyam are Alarippu, Jatiswaram, Shabda, Varna, Pada, Tillana and Sloka. Okay, so question can come like Alarippu, Jatiswaram and Sloka or Tillana are associated with which of the following dance form? Option A Bharatanatyam, option B Kathakali, C Mohini Atom, D Kuchipudi. So things like that can come. So try to remember these words. Okay, and this very important point, the Chidambaram temple of Chennai. Okay, it is in Tamil Nadu. The Chidambaram temple has gopurams, which has sculptures of Bharatanatyam. So you know what a gopuram is, right? In temples, you see this kind of structures, okay, above the deity's room or in the gates. Okay, vimanas and gopurams. Gopurams are usually constructed in the gate of the entrance to that temple. Very high, very artistic sculptural works, and these are filled with Bharatanatyam postures, sculptures of Bharatanatyam postures. Okay, so I hope you got all these points. Very important. This is all about Bharatanatyam, state dance of Tamil Nadu. Moving on to Kathakali, that is in Kerala. Okay, Kathakali, Kerala. So you can see the picture here, Kathakali, which is a dance form of Kerala. So it has its roots in Kudiyatam or a Sanskrit dance drama. Okay, so Kudiyatam is actually one of the intangible cultural heritages of India. We have a list of 13 intangible cultural heritages, and Kudiyatam is the first one to get added into that list. Kudiyatam is the first one. That is a Sanskrit dance drama from Kerala. So Kathakali has its roots in Kudiyatam. Also Krishnanatam. Okay, Krishnanatam means, as the name suggests, it is a dance drama depicting the stories of Krishna. Okay, so these two are the pioneering dance forms of Kathakali. Get it? Kathakali was traditionally a male-dominated dance, but now females are welcome too. So earlier it was only males. You can see here, usually male dominated, but even the female figures were usually put by males only. Okay, females were not included in Kathakali at the beginning, but nowadays females are also performing this art form. Kathakali is also famous for its huge elaborate costumes, amazing makeup style, face masks and ornaments. You can see the image. This is very high elaborate costume, not like the usual dances. See, very artistic and sculptural works are seen here. So Kathakali is famous for the elaborate costumes and makeup style. Unlike other classical dances, Kathakali art form developed in courts and theatres of Hindu principalities. So most of the other dance forms evolved or developed as a part of religious traditions or ceremonies or for entertainment purposes of the public, and or as folk dance, all that were the reasons for usual development of dances. But here it developed in the courts and theatres of Hindu principalities. Okay, in the courts of kings and rajas. Get it? Traditional performances are used to be long from dusk to dawn. So Kathakali is when Kathakali says a story, it is a dance drama, right? So it narrates a story. This used to go from all the way from the dusk to dawn. So it is a very lengthy thing. It doesn't end in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. It goes for hours to completely fill the story. Kerala Kalamandalam is the main center of Kathakali artists. So Kathakali is the dance form predominant in Kerala, and Kerala Kalamandalam is the well-known center for Kathakali artists. Kathakali has similarities with other dance forms like Japanese no and kabuki. Important to know. Okay, the question can come like, which of the following dances has similarities with Japanese no and kabuki? Answer is Kathakali. Okay, you can Google these images of Japanese no and kabuki and you will understand why it is similar. Lots of similarities. Get it? The dancers enact roles of stories. Vocalist narrates the legend and percussionists play the musical instruments. So we have dancers. We have seen that figure in the previous slide. We have vocalists as well who will sing that song or narrates that story through the song. Okay, and we have musical instruments also associated with Kathakali. Hand gestures, facial expressions and eye movements are important. So you can see here it is most about facial expressions because the face is given very high prominence. Hand gestures also, because you can see some gestures are being shown here. These are what is important. You can understand this because huge or high amount of foot movements is not possible with this kind of costume or attire, right? It is such a sophisticated attire. So like the usual dances, very high amount of feet movements or footsteps are not possible in Kathakali. So that is why here is no movement of foot is specifically said. There is that, but very less. 5 of the major roles of Kathakali are Pacha, used to denote kings and divine beings; Katti, for evil characters and or arrogant characters; Kari, evil characters; Tadi. Tadi has different types. We are not going to look into that. So just understand that there are 3 different types of that category. Minuk, used for spiritual characters. Okay, so can anybody tell me what is this makeup? If you can see the face here, you can see this is the first one, right? Pacha, green color is added in this face. Okay, so the story is about kings of divine being. Get it? So based on the makeup, we can identify the character or the emotions of that character being played by the artist. Okay, so that is all about Kathakali. Kuchipudi, coming to Andhra Pradesh. We have seen Bharatanatyam from Tamil Nadu, Kathakali from Kerala. The third dance form is Kuchipudi of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, all these are South Indian states. Remember that. Kuchipudi of Andhra Pradesh was which has a very long tradition of dance drama. It is also a dance drama. You can see, remember this image as well. So you will get lots of points from the image. Tirtha Narayana Yati and his disciple Siddhendra Yogi optimized this dance form. Okay, so Kuchipudi has something to do with Yakshagana as well. Okay, but Yakshagana is the traditional dance form of Karnataka. Okay, but what you have to remember is the current form of Kuchipudi is developed by these two persons, Tirtha Narayana Yati and Siddhendra Yogi. Both male and females perform it, not just males. Okay, Kathakali was performed by predominantly by males, although females were also welcomed in recent times. Okay, Bharatanatyam was performed by both males and females. Kuchipudi by both males and females. Okay, the themes are related to Vaishnavism. Okay, Lord Krishna, Rukmini, Satyabhama, and other mythologies. So this is a Vaishnavite dance form. Very important point. It is not Shaivite. It does not deal with other religious things. Okay, it is a Vaishnavite dance form. Kuchipudi holds certain specialities of Bharatanatyam and Odissi dance form. So I have seen similar kinds of questions which says that this dance form has features of this other particular dance, and some other options or clues will also be given, and you will be asked to identify that dance form. So remember this, it has close likeness with Bharatanatyam and Odissi. See this costume itself. In the first slide you have seen the Bharatanatyam costume and the headgear, the way head makeup is done. It is also very similar to Bharatanatyam and some relations to Odissi as well. Okay. Performed as a dance drama in groups and also as single items. Bharatanatyam was performed by solo. Kathakali, solo and group. This one is also solo and group. Kuchipudi. Costumes, ornaments, jewelry are all important. Mridangam, cymbals and veena, tamburu, these are the instruments used in the particular dance form. Not that much important, but just understand that it is accompanied by a orchestra and a vocalist. Okay. Solo items are Manduga Shabdam, which literally means story of frog maiden. Balagobala Daranga, meaning dance of the edges of this Kuchipudi is performed by standing on a plate also. Okay, there is a plate and the dancer will step into that plate and dance on that one. So this one, the Balagobala Taranga, is performed like that. Then we have the Tala Chitra Nritya, drawing pictures with dancing toes. Okay, so these are dance forms associated with Kuchipudi. Just remember the names, no need to remember the details, but understand the names. If it comes in the question paper, you need to be able to connect them. Okay. Kathak of North India. So till now, everything that we saw is associated with a particular state, right? But now Kathak, we do not have a particular state as such. So this is a dance form of North India. Okay, not a particular state. So the word Kathak was derived from the word Katha, which means story. So this basically is a kind of narrating story with some dancing steps. Okay, so Kathak is related to Katha, meaning story. A temple or village performance wherein the dancers narrated the stories of ancient scriptures. So this is performed in temples as well as villages. So this dance form has some religious character, also secular character. The stories are from mythologies and all, but this is not entirely a religious dance form. Okay, used for entertainment as well in North India. Also known as Nattuvari Nritya. This is another name for Kathak, Nattuvari Nritya, and it narrates the stories of Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Krishna. Okay, these stories of ancient Hindu mythologies like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and stories of Krishna are narrated by the Kathak dancers. Okay, Kathak is famous for its footwork, amazing spins called Nazagat and Padang. So, what is Nazagat and Padang? Which of the following dance forms is Nazagat and Padang associated with? Options will be given. You need to be able to remember it is associated with Kathak. Okay, and the body movements are quite straight as compared to South Indian dance forms. So, in all the previous dance forms, we have seen some body movements that are not exactly straight. I mean, the Tribhanga structure is very visible in South Indian dance forms. Okay, Kathak is not like that. Look at this figure here. You will be able to remember it by that. The woman is standing pretty straight, right? But see in Kuchipudi, we have this Tribhanga. There is this shape coming up, right? In Bharatanatyam as well, we saw the same. So Kathak is mostly quite straight compared to bend movements in South Indian dance forms. This Kathak is a North Indian dance form. Remember. Heavy khungrus are worn by Kathak dancers. So what are khungrus? Khungrus are these kinds of ornaments or the foot ornaments. You can see here. Okay, that produces different kinds of sounds. Some khungrus produces sounds like that of galloping horse. Okay, and some khungrus produces sounds like the raining. That gives the sound of rain. So these kinds of different sounds are associated with different gungrus, and this one is used in the dance form of Kathak. Don't forget, gungrus are associated with Kathak. Instruments like, not need to remember everything because this is a giveaway. Kathak being a Hindustani dance has Hindustani instruments, sitar, tarangi, tabla, harmonium. Okay, tabla is, instead of tabla, South Indian dance forms use mridangam. Okay, Bharatanatyam, we saw that uses mridangam. So North Indian dance forms have Hindustani musical instruments. Okay, Kathak began evolving with the spread of Bhakti movement. I already said a few other themes are associated with Ramayana, Mahabharata, and stories of Krishna. So it is associated with Bhakti movement of North India. Kathak has been performed in Mughal court. Okay, so the evolution of Kathak has its roots in Mughal court, patronized by Wajid Ali Shah, the last Nawab of Oudh. The very important point, because this is a last you need to identify, you need to know who is the patron of a particular dance form, if there is one. Okay, and Kathak has one, Wajid Ali Shah, also important in the history perspective, modern history perspective, because he is the last Nawab of Oudh. Okay, after that we know what happened, that annexation by the British and all that. So patronized by Wajid Ali Shah, usually a solo performance. So not a group performance, usually it is a solo performance. Kathak is the only form of classical dance wedded to Hindustani. There you go. Only form of dance that is in Hindustani. So we have 8 classical dances as per Sangeet Natak Academy and 9 classical dances as per the Ministry of Culture. So among these, Kathak is the only one that has Hindustani roots. Okay, all others have Carnatic or some other methods. So there are 4 Gharanas for Kathak. They are Jaipur Gharana, Lucknow Gharana, Raigad Gharana, and Banaras Gharana. So Gharana means it is a style of dancing. Okay, there are many styles of Kathak. So there are predominantly 4 of them called Gharanas: Jaipur, Lucknow, Raigad, and Banaras. So I hope you understood all about Kathak. Okay, so that's it. Let's move on to 5th one, Mohini Atom of Kerala. There are only 9 dance forms, and so our session will be short for the day. Okay, Mohini Atom, Kerala. Okay, do look into this image first, so you can see what are the differences from the previous dance forms. Okay, look at the dress, the color of the dress. Okay, very important. The facial expression, mudras. Okay, Mohiniyattam or dance of Mohini is a classical dance form of Kerala. It is a solo dance. Okay, solo dance, not a group dance. It is a solo dance of Kerala. So Mohini, who is Mohini? As per the mythologies, it is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Okay, you know that story about getting the Amrita and all that, right? So Mohini is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So Mohini Atom is a dance of Mohini and is performed as a solo dance by artists in Kerala. Mohini Atom is Lasya, inspired by dance with soft, calm and gentle movements, characterized as feminine, usually done by women. So it is done by women. Men also do it, but predominantly it is a dance form for women, not men. Okay. Also remember Mohini, and if you see Bharatanatyam or you see Kathakali, the movements are vigorous, very vibrant, okay, kind of movements. But Mohini Atom is Lasya, which means it's very soft, not that kind of vibrant, energetic movements. Alright, it is soft, it is calm, not kind of, the dance of Shiva, right? It is called Tandav. You know the Tandav, it is very expressive, very powerful, energetic dance. And its counterform for Parvati Devi is the Lasya. It is soft, it is beautiful, it is feminine. Okay, so Mohiniyattam is inspired by Lasya, not Tandava. Hasta Lakshana Deepika is followed here. So this is the book based on mudras and all such rules and regulations related to this dance form, Hasta Lakshana Deepika. So this book is associated with Mohiniyattam. References of Mohiniyattam can be found in other texts as well. One is the Vyavahara Mala, written by Maramangalam Narayanan Nambudiri, not important. Then Khoshayatra, written by Kunjan Nambyar. Okay, this point is not that much important. But remember, Kunjan Nambyar is the person who discovered the Ottan Tullal. Okay, Ottan Tullal by Kunjan Nambyar. Don't forget that. This is another very famous dance form of Kerala. It is mostly a satirical dance form. You know what is satire is, right? Satire. So it is a satire kind of dance form by Kunjan Nambyar, Ottan Tullal. Okay. Continue. It was structured into the present day classical dance by Travancore kings of Maharaja Swati Tirunal and Maharaja Kartika Tirunal. So two of these kings are the pioneers of, or they only perfected it in the modern sense, Mohiniyattam. Okay, Travancore kings. Travancore is the one of the princely states in the Kerala region, South India region. Okay, southern Kerala. You may have heard of this famous Padmanabha Swami temple, right? Padmanabha Swami temple has been in the news very recently. Very important. Supreme Court judgments have came. Also known for the immense wealth that has been found there. So Padmanabha Swami temple is also regarding temple related to Travancore kings. So that Travancore kings were known as Padmanabha Dasas. Okay, the Dasas of the god Padmanabha. So Travancore kings were also related with Mohiniyattam, are Kartika Tirunal Maharaja and Swati Tirunal Maharaja. Okay. Mostly a solo performance by girls with circular movements, delicate footsteps and subtle expressions. I already told you it is Lasya, not Tandava. So it is very subtle circular movements. Okay, also a solo performance, not a group performance. Movements have been borrowed from Nangyar Kooth, female folk dances of Kaigottikali and Tiruvadirakali. All these are female, only for females. Okay, all these dance forms are predominantly female dance forms. All are associated with South India, and this Mohiniyattam has derived from all these dance forms. Nangyar Kooth, Kaigottikali, Tiruvadirakali. Okay, it has elements of Bharatanatyam and Kathakali, but is more erotic, lyrical, and delicate. Bharatanatyam and Kathakali are more vigorous, but this is more delicate. Realistic makeup, simple dressing, Kasavu sari of Kerala. See this picture. It is Kasavu sari of Kerala. It is not red or pink or green or anything. It is pure white with the Kasavu, the golden Kasavu. That is the typical dress used in Mohiniyattam. Okay, lyrics are in Manipravala. So what is Manipravala? Manipravala is a language, a mixture of Malayalam, the language of Kerala, plus Sanskrit. Some roots in Tamil as well. Okay, Malayalam and Sanskrit. This is the Manipravala language. So the lyrics of this dance is composed in Manipravalam. Okay, that is all about Mohini Atom. Moving on to Odisha. Okay, this is the sixth dance form. The name itself says it is in Orissa. Okay, Naveen is asking me, sir, are you from Kerala? Yes, I am from Kerala. That's why I know all this regarding these dance forms. Okay, I am from Kerala. Okay, so Odisha. The major subjects of performance are loads of incarnations of Lord Vishnu. Okay, and verses of Jayadeva's Gita Govinda. Okay, so we know this is when we study the ancient history, we have to study about literature works, and there you might have studied this. Gita Govinda was written by Jayadeva. Okay, understand this. This is not a question just from art and culture. This is a question for your ancient history as well. So the performance is based on the loads of Lord Vishnu. Okay, it has mentioned in the oldest Sanskrit text Natya Shastra by Audra Magadi. Okay, it has references in Natya Shastra. So who wrote the Natya Shastra? Can anybody tell me who wrote Natya Shastra? Natya Shastra is a very famous treatise on dance by Bharata Muni. Okay, Bharata Muni wrote the Natya Shastra. Alright, so Odissi has references to this dance form. I have seen these kinds of questions in UPSC. Don't forget. In ancient days, this dance form was filled with bhakti ras and a part of worship of Jagannatha temples. So it is Orissa. So obviously Puri Jagannatha temple is very close by. So this dance form is associated with Jagannatha temple. Okay, it developed in the Jagannatha temples. It is a combination of Lasya and Tandav. So we saw that Mohini Atom is strictly Lasya, very circular movements, delicate movements, erotic expressions. Here Lasya and Tandav. So it has subtleness as well as vigor. Both are present in Odissi. South Indian as well as North Indian music. See, since now everything we saw is either South Indian or North Indian. Katak is North Indian. Bharatanatyam, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Mohini Atom are all South Indian. Odissi has both South Indian as well as North Indian music. Okay, so Pangvaj, Tabla, Swarmandal, Harmonium, Sitar, Flute, Violin, Cymbals. So we can see a combination of North Indian and South Indian instruments as well. Okay, not need to remember all these instruments. Just understand that this style is a mixture of North Indian and South Indian styles. Okay, two types are there. One is Mahari, other is Gotipua. Okay, Mahari is performed by temple girls or Devadasis. The Devadasi system existed in India. You have to study this when you study the art and culture part, also the ancient India. Devadasi means temple girls. Okay, these girls were dedicated to temples to perform in temples. Alright, Gotipua is the form performed by boys. Alright, so till now we saw the entire dance form is either for boys or for girls or for both. But here we have the same dance form having two branches, one for boy and one for girl. This is a speciality of Odissi. Soft dance backed by soothing lyrics similar to Bharatanatyam in terms of mudras and expressions. So Odissi has some similarities with Bharatanatyam. Termed as a mobile sculpture, incorporates two postures, Tribhanga, Chauk. You may have heard of Tribhanga earlier itself. Tribhanga means this form, that that bronze statue that we got from Harappa. There is this particular statue, something like this, right? There is this woman standing in a particular posture, right? This is the Tribhanga, which means there are three bends in the body. That is Tribhanga. Okay, so this is seen very visibly in Odissi. And we have Chauk also. Chauk means it is a square kind of position, something like this. The dancer in a very square kind of position. Alright, so both these are seen in Odissi. Coming to 7, Satria. Okay, we are into the last 3 now. Satria, a dance form of Assam. Okay, this is one of the 7 sisters of northeastern India, northeastern state. Okay, Assam. Satria dance form was introduced by the Vaishnava saint of Assam, Shankara Deva. It is a Vaishnava saint who started this or who introduced this dance form. Look at the image Okay, it is not just performed by boys, it is also performed by girls. Okay, so this was introduced by the Vaishnava saint Shankaradeva. Satria was recognized in 2000 as a classical dance by Sangeet Nadak Academy. So the year not important, but just remember it is also a classical dance form. Because association with Satras, this dance is called Satria. So what are Satras? If you have studied Vaishnavism and Shaivism, part of the ancient history, you would know that Satras are Vaishnava monasteries. Okay, monasteries of Vaishnavas are known as Satras, and this dance form has evolved in these Satras, so it is called Satria. Okay, Satria dance tradition is governed strictly laid down principles in respect to Hastamudras, footworks, Acharyas, music, and all. A random point which is there in almost all dance form, but you can elaborate on this if it is asked for mains or anything. This tradition has two distinct separate streams: the Bhavana related repertoire of the Gayan Bhayanar Nach to Kamanar Nach. Not important, just remember these names if you can, otherwise this point is not important. Secondly, the dance numbers which are independent, such as Chali, Rajagariya Chali, Chumara, Nadubhangi. No need. Okay, this point is a bit over the top, but if you can remember, good. This is an extra point. That's it. Among them, Chali is characterized by gracefulness and elegance, while Jumura is marked by vigor and majestic beauty. Okay, so it has both gracefulness and delicateness and elegance, along with vigor and majestic beauty. So both are associated with this particular dance form of Sattriya. Okay, Manipuri. Manipuri is the dance form of Manipur. Okay, very similar. It is directly at the name. Okay, look at the costume here. Look at the figure. When the question comes in the question paper, just remember the figure. Okay, then that itself will give you a lots of clarity as far as answering it is concerned. So, traditional dance form of Manipur is associated with rituals and traditional festivals. Legendary references to dances of Shiva and Parvati. So Shiva's legendary dance is known as Tandava, right? Tandav, and Parvati's is known as Lasya. So it is related to the legendary dance of Shiva and Parvati, and this is associated with rituals. So this is not a secular dance form as such. It has its roots in tradition, festivals, and religion. Okay, Lai Haroba is the earliest form of dance which forms the basis of all stylized dance of Manipur. So Manipur has these kinds of dances. Manipuri, it has something like the Ras Leela, okay, and Sankirtana. These all are Manipuri dances. So Lai Habora is the earliest form. Sorry, Lai Haroba is the earliest form of all these dances. Very ancient. Okay, this is very ancient. We do not know when this started. It was there from very ancient in history itself. Get it? Lai Haroba. Don't forget. Literally means merrymaking with gods. So this is not secular. This is religious. Okay, it has something to do with religion. Nowadays, it is performed as entertainment in many festivals, many dance festivals across India. We have this Gangai Konda Cholapuram dance festival. We have the Nisha Gandhi dance festival. Okay, we have all these things. So it is performed in stages, but has its roots in religion. The principal performers are the Maibas and Maibis. So who is Maiba and who is Maibi? These are priests and priestesses who reenact the theme of creation of the world. So that's it. Based on religion, there are religious stories about the creation of the world. Okay, not the Big Bang theory or the static theory, but there are some religious interpretations of how the universe came into being. And these stories are narrated by priests and priestesses by reenacting them in the form of Manipuri, Maibas and Maibis. Okay. The popular Ras Leela dances of Manipur originated in the reign of the king Bhagya Chandra. Okay, not that much important. The name is not that much important. Good to remember. Okay, so Ras Leela is also related to Manipur. Manipuri dance. Manipur dance has large repertoire. However, the most popular forms are Ras, Sankirtana, and Tangta. Very important. Okay, I have seen a question like what is Tangta associated with? It is a martial arts form. It is a classical dance form. It is some kind of medicine. Okay, it is some kind of Buddhist. These kinds of options will be given, and you will be confused from the names. So remember, Tanka is also a form of Manipuri or a Manipuri dance, along with Sankirtana and Ras. Remember, Sankirtana is also in the list of intangible cultural heritages. Okay, there are 13 intangible cultural heritages in India, and Sankirtana is one of them. It is related to Lord Krishna. Okay, Lord Krishna. So do not forget that as well. Male dancers play the Pong and Kartal while dancing. So it is not just by males, it is also by females, but these parts, Pong and Kartal, are played by males. Dancers do not wear ankle bells. Very important point. Till now, every dance we saw, there is some kind of ankle bells. Katak has that Kunguru, right? Bharatanatyam has that their own kinds of ankle bells. Everything had one. This one, Manipuri, does not have ankle bells. Very, very important. If you get this point, you got the answer. Okay. And why they do not have this? Because they have to stamp out the rhythms in a theatrical display, and with ankle bells are an obstruction to that. Okay, that's it. So we have completed all the dance forms that are associated with the Sangeeta Natak Academy. So I have told you in the beginning that Sangeet Natak Academy only declares Academy only declares the classical dances of India. And according to this premier institution, there are only 8 classical dances that we have seen all those 8 now, up till now. This one, the 9th one, Chahu dance, this is not there as per the Sangeeta Natak Academy list, but it is there as per the Ministry of Culture list. So Ministry of Culture also declares classical dances, and there are 9 classical dances according to them, 8 that are already described by Sangeeta Natak Academy plus Chahu. Okay, so 8 plus Chahu, that is 9 classical dances as per Ministry of Culture, not Sangeeta Natak Academy. Remember, do not forget. So let's look at Chahu dance, the final one for today. Okay, so also look at this image, very important. Ministry of Culture also considers Chahu dance as the classical dance of India, making the total number of dances in India as 9. I just told you that. The word Chaya gives the meaning Chahu dance. Chaya means shadow. Okay, Chaya means shadow. Also, this dance has a lot to do with masks. Okay, here it is. As a mask dance, Chahu dance is denoted. So, if you see, look at these figures. Everybody is wearing some kind of mask. Okay, so Chahu dance has mask among them. All other dance forms we saw, even Kathakali, we saw there are some kind of extraneous fittings, but not exactly a mask. Okay, so Chahu has mask. Energetic martial art movements, basic features of Chahu dance. So there are it is martial art kind of movements. Earlier we saw something like Tandav, Lasya and all that, but here it is purely martial arts. Okay, very important. Another one about Kerala, not just Kerala. I am telling you this because I seen this question in some of the expected question lists of UPSC provided by other academies and all those things. It is called Kalaripayattu. This has been in the Hindu newspaper very recently. Kalaripayattu. I will write it here down. Okay, so you can see Kalaripayattu. This is a martial art form of Kerala. Okay, Hindu had an article in that, so there is the chances of it coming in the exam is very high. That's why I told you this. This is in Kerala, martial arts form. Kerala martial art form. Okay, so Chahu is also have energetic martial art kind of movements. Now, serpent dance, peacock dance are few narrations used in Chahu dance. So it has also its own variations and categories. Serpent dance, snake related to snakes, peacock dance are all associated with Chahu. There are 3 kinds of Chahu dance, very, very, very important. Saraikela in Jharkhand, that is the first one. Very important, do not miss this. Mayurbhanj in Odisha, very important, it has no masks. So the UPSC can give you options. and say ask you to pick pick which of the following dance forms of Chahu have no masks. It is Mayurbhanj Chahu in the state of Odisha, Purulia Chahu, West Bengal. So these are the three kinds of Chahus. Highly important. Saraikela of Jharkhand, Mayurbhanj of Odisha, Purulia of West Bengal. The first one and third one have masks. Second one does not have mask. Remember that. Do not confuse it. Okay. Chahu dance was inscribed in UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. I have already told you this. There are 13. They are 13 in number. Make sure you study all the 13. Among what we already saw, Sankirtana. Okay, Sankirtana was part of Manipuri. Okay, Sankirtana, Chahu, and okay, these two are part of intangible cultural heritage. Kudiatam also, but Kathakali has its roots in Kudiatam. Kudiatam is also part of ICH. So I have already taken a class about ICH along with my quiz yesterday evening 4 p.m. So look into that. I have explained all the 13 ICHs there. Okay, so that's it. We have come to the end of this session. Okay, we have came to the end of this session, and I hope you understood whatever I have taught. If you have learned as much as this, that is enough for your classical dances reading. Okay, so if you have any queries, you can WhatsApp it at here. I will be replying to you, and you can use my code to get a 10% discount. Hit this bell button, subscribe so that you may not miss any of my classes. I have classes every day at 11 a.m. regarding current affairs, and 4 p.m. I will be taking quiz section, MCQ sessions, both at YouTube. Okay, so make sure you come here. Okay, also in my Unacademy channel, unacademy.com/msrw. Okay, at here you can. I will be taking other sessions as well. So you just go to my website and hit the follow button, so you may not miss that as well. Okay, so that's it. See you today at 4 p.m. for the quiz part. Okay, until then, goodbye.